So there have been a misunderstanding between the APC, Labour Party, and PDP. And who are the person creating this misunderstanding? The APC, in fact. Now, the APC have come up with one or two accusations over the fuel subsidy that is going on in the country as we speak now. They said that, I quote, that all the candidates that contested for the presidential election has equally promised that they are going to remove the subsidy. So why the loud noise that everybody is making that Tinubu removed this fuel subsidy? And of course, P2B Gregory has come to reply them. What's up, ladies and gents? If this is your first time of coming across the Tankra, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share, do not forget to follow. Most importantly, like our videos, because according to YouTube and Facebook policy, the more you like our videos, the more they help recommend it to other subscribers that have not yet subscribed to this channel. P2B corrects Tinubu over fuel subsidy removal. Hear the news in details. Mr. P2B, while approaching the court on the 6th of November, was asked by the newscasters, AIT, Channels TV, Symphony, NTA, and the rest of the channels, including TVC that is owned by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And they asked him, there is a loud noise, I quote from the journalist, there is a loud noise amongst the people that you yourself and other presidential candidates that contested for this presidential election say that they are going to remove this fuel subsidy. Why are your people, that is P2B supporters, obedient, now complaining that Bola Ahmed Tinubu replied that Bola Ahmed Tinubu removed the fuel subsidy? P2B said, wait, in his reply. What do you mean? I want to understand your question so that I know what I'm answering. Do you bring the fuel subsidy to the court? They said no, that this is outside the court. They just want to get a clarification. Now P2B went ahead and said, okay, no problems, since that is what you want to hear. Now, P2B says that I said I am going to remove the fuel subsidy, but let me correct it. It was not during my campaign that I said it. I said it while I was working with Goodluck Jonathan's tenure. That was when I said it, when I was working with his economic improvement and improver something, that I said that fuel subsidy, the need for fuel subsidy to be removed is an organized crime. There is nothing like fuel subsidy. But before you remove fuel subsidy, you should carry the people along, he added. You should carry the masses along. Show them what you will be doing with the money that is coming out from that fuel subsidy, so that they won't be complaining too much. In a quest that when you remove it, people will get to see that this is where their money is going. This is the development they're bringing with the money. This is something that they want to organize with the money. Not just coming out and saying that you want to remove the fuel subsidy. That I did it in Anambra, P2B added. I did it in Anambra where I have to stop something to do the other thing. Where I have to stop this one to do the other thing. But there were facts shown on the screen. Everybody was carried along. So they complained the noise was not too much. Now we come back to why Tinubu supporters and those who supported Tinubu are beginning to apportion blame. Instead of apportioning blame to Tinubu who removed fuel subsidy, they are now apportioning blame to Peter Gregory Obi. You see, that is where failure comes in. When one is not capable of doing something, he looks for something to cover up that failure he or she committed. And that is what they are trying to do. Did Bola Ahmed Tinubu showed any point of fact or point of view that I am removing fuel subsidy? These are my plans. There is no point where he showed it. He just said, whether you protest from today to tomorrow, we are going to remove fuel subsidy. How can I be paying for fuel subsidy? And that is where it ends. So coming to tell people that P2B said the same thing, that he's going to remove fuel subsidy, that Atiku says the same thing, Showore said the same thing, every of them that contested for this presidential election said the same thing. What are the facts? And that is what P2B has come to clarify.
Showing them empirically verifiable facts on how the country can be better and everybody can follow it. That's what I would have done.
Now it has become very, very interestingly and more interestingly that it's obvious that the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu decided to remove subsidies because other candidates removed the subsidy, said they are going to remove it. Of course, a presidential candidate will not expose all his secrets. For the fact that P2B said it and Atiku said it, did he went ahead to ask them, how do you intend to remove the fuel subsidy? Because we know what would have been happening in Nigeria now if P2B or any of the other candidates, apart from Tinubu, that removed this fuel subsidy, the country would have been in maximum protest. And now what people are now saying is, your own principal said that he's going to remove it. Why are you now complaining that Tinubu? You see, that is where we talk about the ability to think. You don't just come up and say your own principal said they are going to remove it, whereas you do not have a prepaid target on removing it. You now have problems. People can no longer survive. There's no 30 minimum wage. There's no minimum wage. Minimum wage have not been corrected. Imagine somebody that have to travel from the mainland to the island just for work and is being paid 15,000 naira, and going to mainland now to island will cost you 2,000 naira, just going, coming back 4,000 naira. How do you survive? So there are plans, and that is what P2B is telling Tinubu. There are plans that should be set aside. There are plans that should be put in place, so that when you do it, it's not that it's not going to affect people. It's going to affect people, but it will be mined. Its effect will be mined and can be controlled. And that is where Tinubu got it all wrong. That's where he got it all wrong. So P2B is saying that I said yes, but I didn't say it during my campaign. Yes, I know I said during my, but that is not when it even started. It started when I was working with Good Luck Economic Improvement. That was my intention, because I see that it's an organized crime. People are just stealing. They are paying trillions and billions of naira into subsidy, yet people are stealing. How can you be refined? A country that has oil cannot have refinery. Because if Tinubu has said, okay, this money, let's use it and build our refinery, it will be a different thing. People will endure. How many months will it take? The refinery will be ready. All the refineries we have in Nigeria is no longer working. To be corrected, the money will go back into it. But no, nothing was said. He just said, whether you protest or not, I'm going to remove the refinery. What is the plan? Where is the target? So when you say your principal said, the ability to think is very important. It's very, very important. And that is why we must understand the difference of Tinubu removing the fuel subsidy and P2B removing this fuel subsidy. Thanks for watching the Tankra once again. We'll be bringing you updates on the court today as soon as possible. Peace.